To date, 3,055,651 people have tested positive for COVID-19 or the coronavirus worldwide, resulting in 211,065 deaths from the virus. Coronavirus has sent the nation into isolation, and the shutting down of many businesses has led to an all-time high unemployment rate of 4.4% at over 6 million Americans. The worldwide pandemic is anything but normal. People's lives have been radically changed, and that's no exception for students. There's one particular category of students that have taken a hard hit from COVID-19, and that's student athletes.
My name is Alex Borchers. I'm a point guard for the men's basketball team.
Ashton White, senior. I play softball and I'm a catcher.
I'm Michael Rizzi. I'm a senior and I ran track cross country.
Diego Marquez, and I do competitive dance, and I am also the captain.
On Thursday, March 12th, the NAIA announced the cancellation of all winter championship events, even ones in progress.
Yeah, so the night before was the night that they started canceling all the NBA stuff. So they basically suspended the NBA season the night before that. And we had gotten an email from the NAIA saying that they weren't going to allow anybody but close friends and family in, so up to 100 people per team. So, I mean, we were all kind of just getting used to the fact that we were going to have to play with no fans. But at least, like, we thought we still had our season intact. It hadn't even crossed my mind that they were even considering canceling the tournament.
The men's NAIA National Basketball Tournament was set for March 11th through 17th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. After the Mustangs, ranked number 1 in the nation for a majority of the season, won their first round by over 40 points, the tournament was called off.
Coach Sykes calls us in with like 5 minutes left on the clock, and we all thought it was a little weird. And, I mean, he just pulled out his phone. You could see it was hard for him to do too, and he was just kind of, shaky, and just read the email from the NAI basically saying that they canceled the tournament. I don't really remember what else he said after that. All of us kind of went our own way. I mean, we were pretty upset. We were all really in shock. I mean, we just kind of sat there laying on the floor in the gym at O'Gorman. Some of us were sitting on the bleachers, some of us were laying on the ground, just kind of, in disbelief almost. Yeah, it was a pretty terrible sight. But what do you do? It's out of your hands at that point.
The NAIA National Dance Competition was set to take place in Davenport, Iowa, March 13th and 14th.
So we usually go a week or like 4 days in advance up to Davenport or wherever it's hosted. And so we left Tuesday and we got to the hotel. We were, excited, whatever, hung out. And then at night we had practice. Then Wednesday came around, we went to practice. Then that night, we were told, like, just randomly, our coach got the email and she said, hey, just so you guys know, the banquet is canceled. So we were all like bummed and we were sad. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have my hopes up, but this might get canceled.
On Thursday, March 12th, the NAIA would cancel the 2020 National Dance Competition.
But I was still a little hopeful. I was like, maybe, they'll do it since we're already here. Like, all of the teams were already in Davenport, ready to compete. So then we were like, whatever, like, we'll push through this. We were planning on going to dinner, like a team dinner, just us, and on Thursday. We got done with practice. We go to lunch. While we're waiting for food, Alicia, our coach, just randomly literally goes, you guys, it's canceled. Then once I got to the hotel, it all hit and I just lost it. And I don't like people watching me cry either. So I just, held it up until I went to my hotel room and I just bawled because we literally had to get our bags and leave.
On March 16th, the NAIA announced the cancellation of all spring sports.
I heard around, from Twitter and everyone that the D1 seasons were kind of getting canceled, but they haven't said anything about the NAIA yet. So we're just kind of still a chance, but it looked like it was kind of unlikely. But, I still had hope. But then it was like I don't remember exact day, but something like in March, and then our coach sent an email, and it was pretty devastating, just happening so quickly overnight, kind of like that. But yeah, so and then our coach kind of just reached out to us individually and kind of talked to us a little bit. So, but yeah, it was just really sudden and just unexpected.
The Morningside softball team had just begun the start of their 2020 spring season and was traveling at games in Kansas.
Games on Friday were canceled because of the stuff that was going on, and I hadn't known about school being canceled or like extra spring break yet because we don't have our phones. So I honestly was just kind of like, oh, they're just being precautious. It was one game that we didn't get to play, whatever. I actually heard the news through Twitter. I don't even think my coach knew yet. I kind of was like, well, I'll have another year, so I'm not really that upset because, I'll be able to come back again. But then I started thinking about, the seniors that I've been playing with, and that definitely hurt a lot more than just season being done. It was kind of like, I don't get to play with these 3 girls ever again. It's weird, for sure. I don't think I've fully accepted it just yet. But yeah, it's scary, for sure.
Many feel that the Mustang men's basketball team were robbed of a national title. Not only was their season canceled, but they already got to start the tournament. So, should the NAIA have let the boys play?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just to have a chance at a national championship, under the circumstances, I think we all would have been okay with playing without any fans. Even if they wouldn't let our family in and they just live streamed it, I mean, I think we all would have been perfectly okay with taking that risk ourselves. And, you can live with getting beat and going home, at least you had a chance. But, to win your first game by 40 and not even have a chance to make a run at it, it kind of sucks. But
on March 16th, the NAIA also announced the spring sports would be awarded an extra year of eligibility.
But my coach said that I was, they're granting everyone this extra year. Like, we need to sit down and kind of talk about it. And I was like, well, there's nothing to talk about. I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to if I have the option to not end my senior season that way, I'm going to take it. It was really easy just because I love the sport and I love the girls below me too. And, I just didn't want to end it on that note if I was given the option that I didn't have to. So yeah, it was definitely easy decision. I wasn't going to think twice about it.
But for most spring senior athletes, their season was over before they even got a chance to compete.
I mean, it would be nice to run again, but I just didn't have the desire to go like another year of school. Like I want to get into dental school, and I'd rather just get on that track as soon as I can, So yeah, I mean, stinks, but there's more to life than just like running, track in college. So I guess just missing like the opportunity to compete and just that last chance to really go out there and to, just leave it on the track, I guess, Like, it's crazy. I didn't really think that like my last conference meet was going to be like the last meet ever. So just have that. And also too, just to see the team, like I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to anyone or kind of talk to coach really and kind of have those like closure, I guess, from all like the times. So that was tough because it's just like literally like, especially I feel like as seniors, like I'll probably never see these people again or for a long time, maybe I might come visit, but it's just weird. Like, just over like that. So
if you could sum up the COVID-19 pandemic in one word or emotion, what would it be?
Frightening.
I'd say kind of sad.
A lot of uncertainty.
It's heartbreaking.
COVID-19 has caused a heartbreaking end to many senior athlete seasons across the nation. But these Mustangs move forward with hope, looking towards a brighter and better future ahead. What is something that you're looking forward to most once social distancing is lifted?
Going to bars.
I mean, traveling, getting to go, see my friends in Lincoln, in Omaha, getting to, be with my family.
I'm looking forward to so many, just going out with like friends, just big crowds. I'm just ready for it,
Definitely getting to hang out with my friends and not have to worry about people judging you for being close to somebody or, hanging out with them.
Like relieving just like all that pressure off our shoulders and like having a sigh of relief, like, oh my God, okay, this is done. Like we can go back to what, I think I'm most excited for that. That's what I'm gonna say. Like kind of just getting like a breath of fresh air, like it's gone. We're good, you know?